Welcome back. We're going to move right into business news. The Central Bank of Nigeria warned Nigerians against abusing the Naira notes. The Apex Bank said that anyone caught abusing the Naira would be prosecuted, and if convicted, the person risked 6 months in jail and a fine of 50,000 naira. An official of the Currency Operation Department of the CBN in Abuja, Mr. Samuel Shaibu, disclosed this in Calabar, Cross River State during the commencement of a CBN fair to sensitize campaign for residents in the state on the appropriate use of the naira. The fair had the theme Promoting Financial Stability and Economic Development. Shoaibu said that the abuse of the Naira was not in line with the CBN's policy, adding that offenders would henceforth be arrested and prosecuted according to him. The awareness program was aimed at sensitizing the public on the need to accord respect to Naira, online transfer system, how to identify fake currency notes, how to approach the CBN for complaints, amongst others. He lamented the fact that Nigerians accord more respect to the American dollar more than the Naira, saying that Nigerians ought to appreciate and value the Naira because it serves as a symbol of national identity. A global rating agency, Fitch, has cut its 2017 economic growth forecast for Nigeria to 1% from 1.5%. The Nigerian economy had returned to growth in the second quarter of 2017 after shrinking by 1.5% in 2016. But the recovery has been fragile because oil revenues remain depressed and hard currency is short. Speaking at a Fitch event in London, the director for sovereigns, Jermaine Leonard, said, although Nigeria's 2018 budget had an oil production target of 2.3 million barrels per day, the Fitch forecast was just above 2 million barrels. He said partly this was linked to a potential flare-up in violence in the Niger Delta as elections approach in 2019. Fitch currently rates Nigeria at B+ with a negative outlook, which reflected the fact that there were still a lot of elements which could take it down, said Leonard. We're going to move into sports news now. An ice sculpture celebrating Nigeria's qualification for the World Cup and that of the remaining 31 other countries competing in the prestigious fiesta is to be unveiled on the 29th of December. More than 40 ice sculptures will be erected in Moscow to celebrate countries that qualified for the 2018 World Cup in Russia next summer. City Hall has announced the sculptures will feature symbols from the participating countries, including ice replicas of their architectural gems, football stars, and literary characters. They will reportedly include England's Sherlock Holmes, Germany's Baron Munchausen, and Sweden's Carlsen, according to Moscow Times. There are strong indications that the Nigerian sculpture will feature Super Eagles captain John Obi Mikel, whose wife Olga, incidentally, is Russian. About 2,000 tons of ice from Lake Baikal and lakes near Yekaterinburg and Arkhangelsk will be used to make the World Cup statues. One of the most topical issues in Nigerian football at the moment is the Group D of the 2018 World Cup, where the Super Eagles have been drawn with perennial rivals Argentina, Croatia, and debutants Iceland. For Nigerian football fans, it was a disappointing draw because Nigeria was unable to break the jinx of drawing Argentina at almost every FIFA World Cup. Apart from the 1998 World Cup, the Eagles faced Argentina at the group stages of all other 4 World Cup appearances. They were in the same group when they debuted in 1994 in USA, 2002 in Korea, Japan, 2010 in South Africa, and 2014 in Brazil. Now, out of the 4 World Cup clashes, the South Americans won all, leaving a sour taste in the mouth of the Eagles and their teaming fans. They won 2-1 in USA, 1-0 in 2002, 1-0 in 2010, and 4-2 in Brazil 2014. Consequently, despite their recent trashing of the Argentines, it was the prayer of almost all Nigerian football fans that the Eagles should not be drawn in the same group with Argentina. Unfortunately, it did not happen, as Nigeria will be facing Argentina for the 5th time in their 6 appearances at the FIFA World Cup. Moving on to entertainment news, South African hip-hop artist Mafiki Zolo is among the 30 artists expected to headline this year's Carnival, Calabar and festivals. Special advisor to the Cross River State Governor on Events Management, Ken Akla, disclosed this to newsmen recently in Calabar, Cross River State, while unveiling the timetable for the event. Akla listed all the artists expected at the event to include Davido, Flavor, Pato Ranking, Runtown, Timaya, Vanessa MD of Tanzania, Neza of Rwanda, Inyanya, Style Plus, MC Galaxy, Naito C, DJ Humility, Techno, and DJ Jimmy Jack, among others. He also said that about 25 countries were being expected, even as government has introduced new offerings into the event. According to him, the last dry run before the carnival proper will hold on December 17th. Now, this, he pointed out, will be flagged off by the Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, to ensure that Cross River remains relevant as the flagship of tourism. Now, other additions into the carnival, Akla disclosed, is the introduction of Power Week, which starts from December 26th with Cultural Carnival, where 22 states and the 18 local government areas in the state will participate. Bikers Parade and Miss Africa Beauty Pageant will take place on the 27th of December, while on the 28th of December is the actual carnival, and December 29th will see viewers watching another newly introduced package tagged Wonders on Wheel for vintage cars and convertibles. International Carnival is slated for the night of December 29th, while Green Carnival and Street Party will hold on the 30th of December, and the fireworks to herald the new year will hold on the 31st of December. Now, Oluwatobilola Daniel Anidugbe, known as Kiss Daniel, seems to have moved on despite threats from his former record label, G Worldwide Entertainment Limited, that he no longer has the right to perform at any event without prior notice from the company. With the case set to be in court, it seems to be a new era for the artist as he has continued to flaunt his progress even after leaving his former label. The artist has been busy uploading posters of several events he is billed to perform this month. The events include Plugged, the music festival, billed for December 16th to the 17th at Pleasure Park. Also on December 10th, he will be performing at Eco Hotel and Suites at the premiere of The Wedding Party 2. In a statement by G Worldwide, which circulated during the week, it was brought to the public notice that Kiss Daniel, who has been promoting and soliciting for bookings to perform songs from his album New Era and Evolution, still has an existing recording and artist management contract with the company, which he signed in 2013. We're going to move into the foreign scene, where Israel says it has targeted a number of sites belonging to militant group Hamas in retaliation for rocket strikes. The Israeli military says it hit weapons manufacturing site and an ammunition store early today. 3 rockets were fired from Gaza to Israel in the past day, with one hitting the southern city of Sderot. Tensions between Israelis and Palestinians have increased since United States President Donald Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Wednesday's decision reversed decades of U.S. neutrality on the matter. No fewer than 14 peacekeepers serving in eastern parts of Democratic Republic of Congo have been killed, causing outrage in the world. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has strongly condemned the killing of the soldiers. He described the killings as the worst attack on UN peacekeepers in recent history. The United Nations, in a statement, said late Thursday the company operating based of the UN stabilization mission in the DRC at Semoki in Beni Territory, North Kivu, was attacked by suspected allied Democratic Forces elements. The attack resulted in a protracted fighting between the suspected armed group elements and MONUSCO and armed forces of the DRC, known by the French acronym FARDC. We're going to take a short break before we round up the NCTV news with a recap of our major headlines. Stay with us.
My name is Chris Okafor.
My name is Uche Uduma.
My name is Bella Kobe.
My name is Mono Balagobo.
My name is Dorkon Rimdan, and you're watching Nigerian Central Television.
To end NCTV News for this evening, we're going to recap our major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated retired Lieutenant General Theophilus Danjuma on his 80th birthday. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, announced that the 2019 presidential election is only 423 days away. In business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria warned Nigerians against abusing the Naira notes. And in sports, an ice sculpture celebrating Nigeria's qualification for the World Cup and that of the remaining 31 other countries competing in the prestigious Fiesta is to be unveiled on the 29th of December. In entertainment news, South African hip-hop artist Mafikizolo is among the 30 artists expected to headline this year's Carnival, Calabar and festivals. In the foreign scene, Israel says it has targeted a number of sites belonging to militant group Hamas in retaliation for rocket strikes. That's it for this evening news. Once again, I am Folake Adesugba, wishing you a great evening.